Hi there, my name's Acha Patandjila and you are welcome to the International Forum. Today I'll be presenting to you a few poems, so sit back, enjoy, but mostly learn and be the change that you want to see. Another son yelled, "What did I do? What did he do on a Saturday evening to be battered, bruised, denied, laid to die? One innocent with no ally but his mother far away to hear her sons cry. What did he do? What do we do? What do we do when the world turns its back from shades for years to decades, using laws to forsake a reality that would be best to face? What did we do as a melanated race to receive all this hate, all this pain, all these historical debates and empty plates for bait? It's quite unfortunate when it could be a different kind of fate. This is in tribute to he who scrum, what did I do? This is in tribute to he who scrum, I can't breathe, and to those who received 32 shots, a tribute to those never mentioned, a tribute to those ever mentioned, a tribute to that who did nothing but exist in her skin. It's no sin, it's this shady world that we're in. Classified to be made and fortified. Woman is my name, majorly known as the unsatisfied. I heard she always cried. She got pregnant by 15 and her baby died. Poor young beaten bride to a 65-year-old man with pride. Woman is her name. And her rights are denied by his roof. She must abide under his roof. She's obligated to reside. Nowhere safe for her to hide. Not even in the state. Found in suicide. Sadly, even by death, she's still denied. Woman is her name. And to a chain she is tied by a soldier alongside, only to be defied as the adrenaline rush intensified as his smiling back lips to hers collide. Our poor war brides from the north to the south, with smiles not so wide, they remain there and they cried. They cried, "Woman is my name." You've heard of those classified to be made and fortified. Their name is sometimes woman, but today they're called the developing or the global south because years after years they're still developing. A woman had twins, one name developed, the other name developing. As they grew older in years, developed accumulated wealth from resources he got from his dear brother developing. He used the resources to make some really great goodies, then took them to his brother's house for a price harder than his means. His poor brother, needing the goods, had no choice but to reason with this me. As predicted, developed got richer while developing constantly begged from left to right just to survive, as his brother expressed no contrite because money gave power and power gave more money, yet power birthed greed who constantly killed developed's brother. I fell in love with a man one time that reminded me of my country, damaged, exploited with his deadliest secrets hidden under wraps. Yet I for self suffer the consequences of unreciprocated love for a married man whose loyalty was buried along with his forefather. That was tragic. So I wondered to myself, if Africa was a man, allow me please to appreciate my metaphor, but not my broken heart be tamed, or these racist thoughts be blamed. As his aroma take away my each and every breath, just like a gazelle before its death, I would skip and run to my place of rest right there. Right there in his honey-coated arms is where I lie best. If Africa was a man, allow me please to appreciate my metaphor. My neck would be beautified by kisses of gold, a whole lot of tantalite too, you know the kind that never runs old. The one the colonizer risked to die for, he failed to steal one but still managed to steal four. But even then, my man did not lose much valor. You could see it from the way his people still saluted him with much honor. Iwapo Africa kuwa mwanaume, if only my Africa was a man. Without doubt, I would be his Proverbs 31 sort of Monamke, wake up every morning to shave his armpits, mother like Lupita Nyong'o down the dusty red streets. If only Africa was a man, I would act for him like Patience Ozokor, calling him nicknames like Mutima Mfalme and Penzi Wangu War. Do not blame me, it's only my joy to see my man happy. All the scars on his body tells me that his past was scrappy. 1994, loss of millions of lives when siblings fought for the benefit of the stranger. 1948 to 1994, because of their race, black lives were put in great danger. Not to forget 1961, Patrice Lumumba tortured to death for the love of his motherland, as the mines in South Africa continue to be defiled just for the rent. I begin to feel his pain. If Africa was a man, he would be a broken man and deculturized, leaving the minor issue. Try putting yourself in his shoes. Though him smiling on the outside, acting like it's all okay, like his wounds are not aching, acting like the man he wants everyone to see in him, yet he is slowly dying, his body parts are malfunctioning. I cannot even hear his heart beating because Kwame Nkrumah's cry against slavery is getting louder. Steve Biko's lament against his black brother, he says he's not getting prouder. Gaddafi in regret, he shouts that Africa still lacks unity. Everybody silenced to preserve their own dignity. If Africa was a man, Africa would be a muted man enchained by his master's plan for his body parts which have failed to function, while they still can.
Sweet Lord, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me
Umuntu ngabantu. Umuntu ngabantu. Umuntu ngabantu. Now say with me, umuntu ngabantu. No, you're not saying it right. Umuntu ngabantu. I can't hear you right. Umuntu ngabantu. For the liberation of the world, yes, the world, because we are all enchained to the world's despair. We may need to repair our hearts and then our minds and prepare for the great battle ahead of us. Us against the broken economic system, yes, broken. If only 1% knows what it is to be free, if only dollars control the world and lowered all the rupees, then we're in great danger. But we have to prepare to leave. Umuntu ngabantu. Umuntu ngabantu. Umuntu ngabantu. Now say with me, umuntu ngabantu. You're not saying it right. Umuntu ngabantu. Umuntu ngabantu. You've got to say it right. For the wars to end, we will need to speak. Represent yourself in the clothes of your nation and show the people your geographical location. Isolation, variations, violations, transformations to transform stereotypes and create a revelation of a reality different than the rest. And once you've spoken, the rest of us must listen. Learn and listen. And when we do, we must speak of the nations to the strong and the weak, and then we must change for our nations so we're all stronger and not weak. Umuntu ngabantu. Umuntu ngabantu. Say with me. Umuntu ngabantu. We're getting there. Umuntu ngabantu. You're doing just fine because umuntu ngabantu. Umuntu ngabantu. Let me teach you an African philosophy. It is all it takes to get out of this catastrophe. It is all it takes to heal this misery. All it takes is you and me, because there is no you without me, and without you, I am not. It's called joining hands in full forms of humanity, because we are humanity, and it's about time we stood in unity, dried our brothers and sisters' eyes and clothed them in dignity. This, my friend, is the Ubuntu philosophy. This, my friend, is the Ubuntu philosophy, and I am because you are, and because you are, we all are. Every action contributes to a world free from cruelty. Be the change that you want to see.
together.